Okay, good day to those who are enrolled in BEM 103, Calculus 1. No? It's lectures no, for our plate number 2. Okay, so that is actual application no, sa power rule. Okay, so if you look at the question number 41, it says that the height of a sand dune in centimeters is represented by f of t equals 700 minus 3t square, where t is measured in years since 2005. Find f of 5 and f prime of 5. Okay, using units, explain what it means in terms of sand dune. Okay, so ang sabi sa problem class, no, the height of a sand dune in centimeters is represented by f of t equals 700 minus 3t square. Okay, so ano ang given this equation, f of t is equals to 700 minus 3t square. Okay, if you look at the equation, what do you mean by f? Ano ang ibig sabihin ng f dito, class, sa equation ng f of t equals 700 minus 3t square? Okay, so ang ibig sabihin ng f, that is actually the height of a sand dune. Ang sinabi sa problem, no, ang f natin is the height of the sand dune. Okay, our f, height of sand dune, okay, in centimeters. Excuse me. Okay, ano ibig sabihin ng ano ibig sabihin ng t sa equation na to, class? Ano ibig sabihin ng t? We already know what is f, no? Given the equation f of t equals 700 minus 3t square, ang ibig sabihin ng f is the height of the sand dune, measures in centimeters, and t, okay, measured in years. Na time yan, no? Measured in years. Let's say, for example, we have our f is equals to 5, no? Ang ibig sabihin yan, class, that is 5 centimeter. Kung meron tayong t, let's say 2, ang ibig sabihin niyan 2 years. Can you follow? Okay, again, no? F is the height of the sand dune measured in centimeters, and then t measured time, no, measured in years. Okay, so he is asking for find f of 5. Find f of 5. If you look at the equation, palitan ko ng red, no? Given, no, f of t is equals to what? 700, no? 700 minus minus 3t square. Ang first tanong niya, class, is we have to find for f of 5. Okay? So ulitin ko, no, i-explain natin ano kaya ibig sabihin ng f of t. We will not read this one as f times t, no? We will read this one as f of t. Ang ibig sabihin, or f as a function of t. Ang ibig sabihin nito, class, ang value ng f natin, no, nakadepende sa value ng t. For example, if your t, for example lang, no, if your t is equals to 1, what is your f? Ayun, no? If your t is equals to 1, what is our f? Right? So, lagay natin sa calculator para diretso lang. Equals 700 plus 3, let's say alpha x square, no? Alpha x square yan. And then let's say if our x is equals to 1, if x is 1, what is our t? 703, no? Our f is 703. Okay, if our t If our T is equals to 1 year, our F is 703 centimeter. Okay? We will just substitute it, no? F of 1 equals 700 minus 3 1 square. That is equals to 700 minus 3 or plus, no? Minus ba yan or plus? Minus, no? That is 697. Mali pala ito, no? This is 697. Okay? Centimeter. Okay. So, yun ang ibig sabihin, no? Now, he is asking for f of 5. So, we will just substitute, no? He is asking for f of 5. Okay, so we just substitute it. 700 minus 3, then 5 square. Okay, so 700 minus, how much is 5 square? Pwede na natin i-diretso sa calculator yan, no? Ayan, 3 then 5 square is 25. Diretso natin na sa calculator. Okay, calc. Diyan yung equation, no? 700 minus, sorry. Let's say alpha m equals 700 minus 3 alpha x square. Okay, calc. What is our x? How much then? 5, no? 5. Okay, so 625. Okay, 625 centimeter. Right? 625 centimeter. Okay, so yun ang f of 5. F of 5. Then, ang next na required sa problem is we have to find f prime of 5. Okay. Ano ang ibig sabihin ng f prime of 5? F prime of 5. Okay, so for example, no, we are looking class for f prime of 5. Ang f prime of 5 class, that is actually your df over dt. Okay, let's say, no, may dy over dx, that is actually y prime, first derivative. Okay, so since we are looking for f prime, we are looking for f prime or df over dt, we will just derive the given equation, no? F of t is equals to 700 minus 3t square. Okay, so since we are looking for df over dt, mangyari, we will just derive, no, derivative of f with respect to t, that is df over dt, right? Derivative of 700 constant and 0, and then minus derivative of this one, 3t square. Okay, 2 times 3 is 6, diba? 6, and then t, 2 minus 1 is t. So our df over dt is negative 60, or f prime of t is equals to negative 60. So since we are looking for f prime of 5, that is equals to negative 6 times 5, that is negative 30 centimeter, no, per year. Okay, per year. Kasi bakit siya per year, class? That is actually df over dt, right? So your f is in centimeter, and then your t is in year. So your final answer is negative 30 centimeter per here. That is f prime of 5. Right? Next example. Find the equation of the line tangent to the graph of f. Ano ba yun? Find the equation of the line tangent to the graph of f at 1, 1. 1 and 1, where f is given by f of x equals 2x cubed minus 2x squared plus 1. So may binigay na graph na equation which is f of x is equals to 2x cubed minus 2x squared plus 1. So we are looking, class, no, for equation. So ano ba ang ibig sabihin ng equation? For example, no, let's say y equals to 2x plus 1. That is an example of the equation. Dapat ang final answer natin nakaganito siya. Naka-equation. For example lang, no, y equals to x plus 1. That is an example of equation. So, ang final answer natin, dapat ganito ang form niya. Okay, next is find the equation of the line tangent. So, that is actually tangent line. Ano ibig sabihin ng tangent line? Okay, ang ibig sabihin ng tangent line, let's say mayroon tayong circle. So, mayroong point of intersection yan. We call this line as tangent line. Or sometimes curve. And then, let's say dito. Yan. Okay, so, yeah. May isang point of intersection. We call this line as tangent line. Okay, so actually ang tangent line is also a line, no? Is also a straight line. Tangent line, sulat natin, is the same as straight line. Pareho lang yun, no? Ang kaso lang, ang tangent line natin, ang ibig sabihin noon, naka-intersect siya sa isang point with the curve. Yun ang ibig sabihin ng tangent line. But they are just the same as the straight line, no? So, kasi we are looking for the equation of the tangent line. Ano ang equation ng tangent line? Ano ang equation ng tangent line? So, dapat sa analytic geo ito, no? Analytic geometry, equation of the tangent line or equation of the straight line, the same lang, no? Straight line. Pareho lang ang tangent line pati straight line. y1 equals mx minus x sub 1. That is the equation of the straight line or the tangent line. So we are using this one to find the equation of the tangent line. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x sub 1. Ano ang ibig sabihin ng m dito, class? Ano ibig sabihin ng m? M is the slope, di ba? Slope of the line. Okay, ang y1 at saka x1, that is the set of points na sa line. Nandito yan, no? For example, yan. x1 and y1. x2 and y2. Okay, x1 and y1, yan. So, nandito yan, set of points dito. Okay? So, to solve for the equation of the tangent line, kasi he is asking, no? Find the equation of the tangent line. So, meaning, we are using this equation, y minus y1 equals m times x minus x sub 1 to solve for the equation of the tangent line. So, dapat meron tayong m slope. So, yun ang hanapin natin muna, ang slope ng tangent line. Right? So, isolate natin ulit ang question. Pwede ba kopyahin ito? Okay. Baba natin ng konti. Yan. Alright. So, find the equation of the tangent line to the graph of f at 1 and 1. Ano ito, class? 1 and 1. So, gumawa tayo ng graph, no? Gumawa tayo ng graph. Yan. So, meron tayong 1 and 1. Find the equation of the tangent line to the graph of f at 1 and 1. So, assuming nandito ang point. Okay. Ayan. 1, 1. So, nandito ang point 1, 1, no? Ayan. Nandito ang point 1. Sorry. 1 and 1. Right? Ayan. So, find the equation of the tangent line to the graph of f at 1 and 1 where f is given by, so meron tayong equation ng ang f of x class, which is 2x cubed minus 2x squared plus 1. This is actually the equation of the graph. Equation of the graph. Okay? So, for instance lang let's say ganon ang graph natin. Kasi ito, yan, no? Let's say ganon ang graph natin. Sorry. Okay. So, for example lang, no? Nandito ang graph. Pag i-draw natin ang, for instance lang, no? Pag i-draw natin ang f of x, which is equals to x cubed plus 2x squared plus 1. That is actually curve na siya, no? Kasi naka-cube na ang exponent ng x. For example lang, right? Let's say nandito ang ayan, for example lang, nandyan ang graph na f of x equals 2x cubed minus 2x squared plus 1. So, nakatangent siya class ang line natin sa point 1, 1, no? So, let's say, no, draw tayo ng tangent line. Tayo ng tangent line, no? Example lang, tangent line. Ayan. So, we are looking, class, for the equation of the tangent line. This one. We are looking or find the equation of the tangent line. Ito siya. So, to solve the equation of the tangent line, dapat alam natin ang equation ng straight line. So, what is the equation of the straight line? Y minus y1 equals mx minus x sub 1. Alright. So, paano tayo, class, makahanap? So, meron na tayo. Ito na, class, ang equation ng straight line or the tangent line. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x sub 1. So, meron na tayong point dito. Di ba? Anong point natin dito? 1 and 1. So, we can substitute already. This is your x1 and y1, no? Which is 1 and 1. So, we can already substitute it. Di ba? Y minus, what is our y1? 1, no? Wala pa tayong slope. And x minus x sub 1. Our x sub 1 is equals to 1. So, kulang na lang tayo, class, ng slope ng line natin. So, kung meron yan, tapos na okay na yung masasolve na natin ang tangent line. So, how will you solve for the slope of this tangent line? Okay. So, meron binigay dito, class, na f of x, which is equals to 2x cubed minus 2x squared plus 1. This is, class, ang equation na to is the equation of the graph. Okay, na nakatangent sa point 1, 1. Okay, so we know that, class, ang slope m, okay, ang slope m is also the same as dy over dx, or sometimes tangent theta, no? Okay, so ang ibig sabihin ng slope m is the same as dy over dx. So how will you solve for dy over dx given this equation? We have to derive, no? We have to derive. So let's say palitan natin ang okay, the equation of the graph, which is f of x equals 2x cubed minus 2x squared plus 1. Para ano class, para hindi magulo, palitan natin ang f of x into y. Yan. 2x cubed minus 2x squared plus 1. Our purpose class is to solve for the slope m. Right? So, ang ibig sabihin ng slope m is just the same as dy over dx. So, paano tayo makakuha dito class ng dy over dx? So, we have to derive, no, to get dy over dx. So, again, derivative of y with respect to x, that is dy over dx equals, how will you derive this one? No, 3 times 2, 6, no? 3 times 2, 6, then x. 3 minus 1 is equals to 2, then minus. And next is 2 times 2, 4. And then x, 2 minus 1 is 1. Then plus the derivative of constant 1 is 0. So, okay. So, simplifying this one, dy over dx is equals to 6x squared minus 4x. Okay? So, ito na class ang slope m natin. Slope m is equals to 6x squared minus 4x. Okay? Yan. So, slope ng ano ito class? Is this the slope of the curve na nasolve natin or slope ng tangent line? Okay? So, yan, no? Is this the slope of the curve or the slope of the tangent line? Saan ba galing ito, class? Galing ito sa equation ng curve. So, meaning, this one is the slope of the tangent line. I mean, slope of the curve. No? Ang m equals 6x squared minus 4x na nasolve natin is the slope of the curve. Okay? Hindi yan sa slope ng tangent line. So, at any point x, no? At any point x. So, ano kaya ang slope ng curve at kasi 1 and 1, no? Yan. Sa point 1 and 1. So, your x is equals to 1. Ano ang m natin? That is 6 times 1 square minus 4 times 1. Your m is equals to 2. So, ang slope ng curve sa point 1, 1 is equals to 2. Pero class, hindi ang slope ng curve ang kailangan natin, no? Ang kailangan natin ay slope ng tangent line. Right? So, meron na tayo slope ng curve equals 2 at point 1, 1. So, sana ba yung drawing natin? Ayan. Okay. So, ito yung curve natin. Ang slope daw class dito sa point 1, 1 ng curve is equals to 2. Right? Pero, nasolve natin kanina, ang slope m is equals to 2 at point 1, 1. Yan ang slope ng curve. Okay? Which is equals to 2 sa point 1, 1. Ulitin ko, ang slope ng curve sa point 1, 1 is equals to 2. Pero hindi ang slope ng curve ang kailangan natin dito sa equation ng tangent line. Ang kailangan natin dito class is the slope of the tangent line. Right? So since dito class sa point of intersection, ang slope ng curve mo sa point ng intersection between sa point ng intersection ng tangent line at saka curve is just the same as the slope of the tangent line sa point na to. So meaning class, ang slope ng tangent line natin sa point 1, 1 is just the same as 2. Right? So yan. Is equals also to 2. So ito ang kailangan natin to solve for the equation of the tangent line. Again, no, yung na-solve natin kanina, slope is equals to 2. Ulitin ko, yan, no. Yan, yan. So ito class is the slope of the curve at point 1, 1, which is equals to 2. So pag makikita natin sa drawing, yan, ito ang curve. Okay, so ang slope ng curve dito sa point 1, 1 is 2. Okay, so since, no, yan, nandito ang tangent line natin, ang point of intersection ng tangent line at saka ng curve, ang slope nila is just the same. So slope of curve is just the same as the slope of the tangent line at point of intersection between curve and the line. So the slope of the tangent line is also equals to 2. So we can substitute it. Y minus 1 equals to x minus 1. So simplifying this one, y minus 1 equals to x minus 1. Your y is equals to 2x. Okay, 1 plus 1 is 0. So yan ang equation ng tangent line. Y is equals to 2x. Right? So next example, ulan. Okay, number 53. Use the formula for the area of a circle of radius r equals a equals pi r square to find the a over dr. Okay, so a given, no, which is pi r square. This one class is the area of the circle, no, pi r square. So we have to find the a over dr. How will you find the a over dr? Given this equation, a equals pi r square. So we just derive, no, derivative of a with respect to r is the a over dr. Okay, so 2 times the constant pi is 2 pi, and then r 2 minus 1 is r. So the a over dr is equals to 2 pi. Okay, so ano ba ang 2 pi class? Actually, ang 2 pi r is the circumference of the circle. Circumference. Ano ang ibig sabihin ng circumference? Okay, so pag nandito ang circle natin, nandito yung area, no? Yan, area yan. Ang circumference dito, yan. Palitan ko. Circumference. Sorry. Ito ang circumference ng circle. Okay, which is equals to 2 pi r. So meaning class, pag i-derive natin ang area ng circle, the outcome is circumference, which is equals to 2 pi r. Right? Next. Yeah. The cost, number 55, the cost to produce Q items is C of Q is equals to, is equals to 1,000 plus 2 Q square dollars. Find the marginal cost of producing the 25th item. Interpret your answer in terms of cost. So dito class, makikita natin, no, dapat alam natin kung ano ang ibig sabihin ng marginal cost para tayo makasolve dito, no. So marginal cost is the cost to produce one additional unit of production. Okay, so find the marginal cost. Let's say M is the marginal cost. Actually class, that is actually ang ibig sabihin ng marginal cost is the derivative of the cost over the units. Yan. Q. Okay. So equals DC over DQ. That is marginal cost. Lagyan ko ng C. Marginal cost is equals to DC over DQ. Okay? So may binigay na equation ng cost in terms of Q, no? C of Q is equals to 1,000 plus 2q square. So since the question is we have to find the marginal cost, or we are looking for the dc over dq, we will just derive c in terms of q. Okay, so makikita natin class sa equation natin, ano ibig sabihin ng C? Ang ibig sabihin ng C dito class is the cost to produce, no? C. And then ang Q natin dito is the number of items or units. So C of Q. So C is a function of Q. Ang value ng C natin nakadepende sa Q. Okay? So plus pala ito, no? Plus. Alright, so how will you solve for the marginal cost? You will just derive C in terms of, with respect to Q. So derivative of C is dC with respect to Q is dC over dQ. Okay, derivative of constant 1000 is 0, and derivative of 2Q square, 2 times 2 is equals to 4. Then Q, 2 minus 1 is 1. Okay, so your marginal cost is equals to 4Q. Alright, 4Q. So he is looking for the 25, ano yan? 25th item. So you will just substitute your Q as 25. Alright, so marginal cost is 4 times 25, that is equals to $100. Okay, so in producing the 25th units item is equals to $100. $100. Okay, so para makaproduce tayo sa 25th item, ika-25th, no? Ika-25, the marginal cost is $100. Okay, next. Sample. A ball is dropped from the top of the Empire State Building. The height y of the ball above the ground is given as a function of time t in seconds by. Okay, so may binigay na y equals 1 to 50 plus, no, minus 16t square. Ano ito? Ano ibig sabihin ng y? Ang ibig sabihin ng y is the height of the ball. Ano ang t? No? Measured in seconds, time yan, no? Ang y measured in, ang y natin measured in feet, that is the height of the ball. And ang t natin measured in seconds, time. So given, no, y is equals to 1250 minus 16t square. Find the velocity of the ball at time t. So ano ba class ang y? That is the height or the distance, no? If you derive the height, distance or height, the outcome is velocity. Right? If you derive velocity, the outcome is acceleration. And follow. So para makuha natin class ang letter A, kasi ang gusto niya is we have to find the velocity of the ball. We will just derive the distance or the height of the ball. Okay? So derivative of y with respect to t is dy over dt. Yeah. Derivative of 1250 is 0. Then minus derivative of 16t squared. 16 times 2 times 16 is 32. And t minus 1 is 2 minus 1 is 1. So this is the velocity of the ball at time t. Okay, so since negative, no, makikita natin negative, ibig sabihin going downward yan. So ito, no, find the velocity of the ball at time t. So the velocity of the ball at time t is equals to negative 32t. Yeah, right? So dy over dt is your velocity. Again, given distance, no, if you derive distance, the outcome is velocity. If you derive velocity, the outcome is acceleration. Okay. So Letter B. When does the ball hit the ground? When does the ball, no? When does the ball hit the ground? For example, para natin ma-explain yan. Let's say, nandito ang ground natin. Ito ang ball. Ito yung height niya, class. Yung height niya is y, which is equals to 1 to 50 minus 16t square. Yan ang height. So, he's asking when does the ball hit the ground. So, meaning, yung ball natin, class, dapat nandito na siya. No? When does the ball hit the ground? He's asking for time t. So, at this point, our y is 0. What is our t? Diba? So, substitute lang natin. Sa equation ng height, which is y equals 1 to 50 minus 16t square. Your y is 0 equals 1 to 50 minus 16t square. What is our t? Using your calculator. Paano gumamit ng calculator? Paano ba yan? Equation, yan. And then that is, ano yan? Okay, mano na natin muna, no? Okay, isa-isahin natin, no? Yan. So, negative 16 t square equals negative 1 to 50, no? Transpose 1 to 50. And then, divide it by 16, negative. Cancel out. So, our t square is how much? 1 to 50. 1 to 50 over 16. 78.125. And then square root both side. Our t is equals to square root of 78.125. That is 8.84 seconds. Ayan, no? Our answer is 8.84 seconds. Okay, so he's asking for letter B. When does the ball hit the ground? When does the ball hit the ground? That is 8.83 seconds. Okay, how fast is it going at that time? So just substitute it to the equation of the velocity, which is equals to negative 32. Substitute lang natin. Substitute. So ang velocity dito, class, no, which is b, or kanina ano man, dy over dt, no, negative 32t. We will just substitute it. Okay, so 32, ang ibig sabihin lang ng negative plus that is going downward, times 8.84 seconds. How much? Times 32. Okay, 32 times 8.84, that is 282.88 feet per second. Ayan, no? Yan ang answer natin sa pangalawang tanong sa letter B, which is how fast is it going at the time? So when does the ball hit the ground? Our answer is 8.84 seconds. And then how fast is it going at that time? So he's asking for the velocity. That is equal to 282.88 feet per second. Okay, thank you for watching.